Hello viewers, we already know that indefinite integral is nothing but it represents the family of curves. And we know that the solution of indefinite integral is categorized in three methods. One is integration by substitution, next is integration by parts, and the next one is integration by partial fractions. So in this video, we are going to cover integration by parts. So the topics to be covered today are: now let us check this kind of integrals. If we have integration 1 upon a cos square x plus b sin square x, or 1 upon a plus b sin square x, or 1 upon a plus b cos square x, or if we have 1 upon a cos x plus b sin x whole square, or 1 upon a plus b sin square x plus c cos square x, in that case we divide the numerator and denominator by cos square x. Okay, and then we let tan x as t, and then we further solve the question. So let us take one or two examples, then you will understand better. So let us take this question: 1 upon 1 plus 3 sin square x plus 8 cos square x. So it is of this kind. So what we are going to do, we will divide numerator and denominator by cos square x. Okay. So what I am getting, 1 by cos square x upon 1 by cos square x plus 3 sin square x by cos square x plus 8 cos square x by cos square x. So what I can further write, this will become secant square x upon secant square x plus 3 tan square x plus 8 dx. Okay. Now I will convert this secant square x into 1 plus tan square x. So whenever in the denominator you have secant square x, please convert it into 1 plus tan square x. Okay. Now so I am able to convert my this integral into this form, right? So already we know that tan x differential is secant square x, so we'll take tan x as t. So it means it gets reduced to dt upon 9 plus 4t square, right? We'll take out 4 common and we are left with dt upon 9 by 4 plus t square. And this can be written as 1 by 4 dt upon 3 by 2 whole square plus t square. The integration of 1 upon a square plus x square is 1 upon a tan inverse x by a. So let us substitute that formula. What do we get? 1 upon 4 copy as it is. 1 upon a 3 by 2 tan inverse t upon 3 by 2 plus c. 1 upon 6 tan inverse 2t by 3 plus c. Substitute the value of t. 2, what is the value of t? Tan x by 3 plus c. So let us take this question, though it is not of this kind, but when we will solve it, it will become of this kind only. So let us check. Substitute the formula of cos 3x. So 4 cos cube x minus 3 cos x, right? So basically what you are getting here, take out cos x common, 4 cos square x minus 3. Now what we can do, we'll divide numerator and denominator by cos square x. So what I am getting, 1 upon cos square x upon 4 cos square x by cos square x minus 3 upon cos square x dx. Correct? So basically what I will get here, secant square x upon 4 minus 3 secant square x dx. So if you have secant square x in the denominator, we are going to write as 1 plus tan square x. Now if we solve, what we are getting, secant square x upon 1 minus 3 tan square x. So now let tan x is t, secant square x dx is equal to dt. Let us substitute the value, dt upon 1 minus 3t square. Now it is the formula of a square minus t square. Take out 3 common, because a square minus x square formula we have to apply, right? So it will imply 1 by 3, 1 upon 1 by 3 minus t square dt. So now this can be written as 1 by 3, 1 upon 1 by root 3 whole square minus t square dt. So now this is 1 upon a square minus x square. So what is the formula? 1 upon 2a log a plus x upon a minus x, right? Plus c. So let us apply that formula. So 1 by 3, 1 upon 2a log 1 by root 3 plus t upon 1 by root 3 minus t plus c. We can cancel this out. So we will get 1 upon 2 root 3 log. Substitute the value of t. So it will become 1 plus root 3 tan x upon 1 minus root 3 tan x plus c. So we are done. So just now we studied that if we have the integrand of kind 1 upon a sin square x plus b cos square x, we used to divide by cos square x in the numerator and denominator. But in case you have sin x and cos x, what you are going to do? You will replace sin x and cos x by their submultiple formula. Okay, so how we are going to do? So we'll replace sin x by 2 tan x by 2 upon 1 plus tan square x by 2 and cos x by 1 minus tan square x by 2 upon 1 plus tan square x by 2. Is it clear? And then the same old procedure of substitution will use. Okay, so let us take one example of it. So let us check this question now. So what I am going to do, I will replace my sin x with this formula and cos x by this formula. Okay, so let us replace it. Now we'll do some simplification in the denominator. When I will take the LCM, this part will go up. So 1 plus tan square x by 2 upon 1 plus tan square x by 2. I have taken the LCM, right? So it will come here minus 2 tan x by 2 plus 1 minus tan square x by 2 and dx. So now let us solve it. So this will become secant square x by 2 dx upon 2 minus 2 tan x by 2. Take out 2 common. So 1 by 2 secant square x by 2 upon 1 minus tan x by 2 dx. Now if you check, the differential of tan x by 2 is secant square x by 2. So let 1 minus tan x by 2 as t minus secant square x by 2 into 1 by 2 dx is equal to dt. So look here, this becomes my dt. So I can write here minus dt by t, which is nothing but log t plus c. Substitute the value of t. Done. So now let us take this question, 1 plus sin x upon sin x into 1 plus cos x. Again we will replace sin x and cos x by the submultiple formulas. Okay. So 1 plus 2 tan x by 2 upon 1 plus tan square x by 2 upon 2 tan x by 2 upon 1 plus tan square x by 2, 1 plus 1 minus tan square x by 2 upon 1 plus tan square x by 2 dx, right? Now take the LCM and solve this part. So what I am getting? I am getting here 1 plus tan square x by 2 plus 2 tan x by 2 upon 2 tan x by 2, 1 plus tan square x by 2 plus 1 minus tan square x by 2, and here I will get one more 1 plus tan square x by 2 dx. So listen, in the denominator here I will get 1 plus tan square x by 2 whole square. Here I have 1 plus tan square x by 2. So it will get cancelled. In one form I will get over here. Okay. Now let us solve this part. So this and this get cancelled. So now this will become 1 plus tan x by 2 whole square secant square x by 2 upon 2 tan x by 2 into 2, it will become 4 tan x by 2 dx, right? So let us assume tan x by 2 as t, secant square x by 2 into 1 by 2 dx is equal to dt, right? So now what my integrand will become? It will become 2 upon, take out 4, integration, this will become 1 plus t whole square dt upon, this is t, right? So 1 by 2, 1 plus t square plus 2t upon t dt, separated 1 by t plus t plus 2 dt. Now integrate it, log t plus t square by 2 plus 2t plus c. So let us substitute the value of t now. So log tan x by 2 plus tan square x by 2 upon 2 plus 2 tan x by 2 plus c. So now let us take the integral of this kind, a cos x plus b sin x upon c cos x plus d sin x And if we have a cos x plus b sin x plus c upon p cos x plus q sin x plus r. So how to solve these type of integrand? What we have to do, already we had algebraic terms. Say for example this kind 2x plus 1 upon x square plus 8x plus 7. We used to write numerator in terms of the denominator. Same thing we are going to do here also. Little difference is there. So let us check out with the help of an example. So let us take this example, 8 cot x plus 1 upon 3 cot x plus 2 dx. Let us change cot x in terms of cos and sine, right? So what I am going to get, 8, right? So it will get converted to 8 cos x plus sin x upon 3 cos x plus 2 sin x dx. Now this is of this form. What I have to do, I have to convert my numerator in terms of the denominator, right? So what I am going to do, 8 cos x plus sin x equals to lambda d upon dx of the denominator, right? Denominator. So 3 cos x plus 2 sin x plus mu. With mu again we have to write the denominator. In case of algebraic terms we were not doing so, right? But whenever it is sin x and cos x, what we have to do, with mu I have to write this again. Is it clear? Now differentiate it. Minus 3 sin x plus 2 cos x plus mu 3 cos x plus 2 sin x will be copied as it is. Now we will compare the coefficients of sin x and cos x. So basically what I am getting, see cos x here and here. So now 8 equals to 2 lambda plus 3 mu. This is my first equation. Look here, lambda will get multiplied here, mu will be multiplied here. So 2 lambda plus 3 mu. Now we'll compare the coefficient of sin x. So this is sin x, this is sin x, and this is sin x, right? So what is the second equation for you? It will be 1 equals to minus 3 lambda plus 2 mu. Okay. Now we will solve these two equations and get the value of lambda and mu. Okay. So now let us solve. So 2 lambda plus 3 mu equals to 8 and minus 3 lambda plus 2 mu equals to 1. So now let us solve this. So what we will get? Multiply this by 3, this by 2. So I am getting 30. Mu is equal to 26, means mu is equal to 2. Right? Let us substitute and get the value of lambda. 2 lambda plus 6 is equal to 8. So lambda is equal to 1. So basically after solving the equations, what I got lambda as 1 and mu as 2. Okay. Now we will rewrite our integral. Okay. So the value of lambda is 1 minus 3 sin x plus 2 cos x plus, what is the value of mu? See, this will be in place of the numerator, this will be copied with the value of lambda and mu. Okay, so what is the value of mu here? 2, 3 cos x. So it is plus 2 sin x. Okay, substitute the denominator. What is the denominator? 3 cos x plus 2 sin x dx. Right? Now let us separate our integrands. So minus 3 sin x plus 2 cos x upon 3 cos x plus 2 sin x dx plus, write 2 outside, 3 cos x plus 2 sin x upon 3 cos x plus 2 sin x dx. Now if you assume denominator as t, in the numerator you have the differential. Okay, let 3 cos x plus 2 sin x as t. Minus 3 sin x plus 2 cos x dx equals to dt. So now what will happen? So it will become integration dt by t plus 2 dx. So it will become log t plus 2x plus c. Substitute the value of t, log 3 cos x plus 2 sin x plus 2x plus c. So done. Now let us check this kind of integral, a cos x plus b sin x plus c upon p cos x plus q sin x plus r. We'll convert our numerator in terms of denominator, but I have an extra term over here, r and c. So what we are going to write, just check it out. So it will become 3 plus 2 cos x sin x equals to lambda d upon dx of denominator, right? What we have done in the previous question, exactly like that it will come, plus mu. Okay, again denominator will write, and here we will introduce one more constant mu. So now it will become 2 cos x minus sin x, and this will become 0 plus mu 2 sin x plus cos x plus 3 plus mu. Okay, now we will compare the coefficient of sin x and cos x. So look here, what is the coefficient of sin x here? This. Okay, so what equation I am getting from here? So 4 equals to minus lambda plus 2 mu. Okay, next equation will convert with cos x. So what I am getting, the next equation is I am getting 2 equals to 2 lambda plus mu, right? Now we will get here third equation also when we will compare the constant part. So 3 equals to 3 mu plus mu. 3, this is mu, this is. Now we will solve first these two equations. So multiply this equation by 2. So minus 2 lambda plus 4 mu equals to 8. 2 lambda plus mu equals to 2. I am getting 5 mu equals to 10. So mu equals to 2. Substitute the value of mu in one of the equation. So what I am getting? 2 equals to 2 lambda plus 2. So basically I am getting here lambda is equal to 0. Okay. Now substitute the value of mu over here. So 3 is equal to 3 into 2 plus nu. So nu is equal to minus 3. So these are the respective values of the integrands. Now what we are going to do? We will substitute these values here and rewrite my numerator. Okay. So now lambda is 0. So with this will come 0. Mu is 2 and nu is minus 3, right? So guys, pay attention here. 3 plus 2 cos x plus 4 sin x upon 2 sin x plus cos x plus 3 dx. As since it is 0, we can leave it. Now with mu, twice 2 sin x plus cos x plus 3 upon 2 sin x plus cos x plus 3 dx. Mu value is minus 3, so minus 3. 1 upon, what is the value of the denominator? 2 sin x plus cos x plus 3 dx. Simple, this will get cancelled, and here we have to substitute the submultiple formulas of sin x and cos x. Okay, so what I am getting? 2 dx minus 3, 1 upon 2 tan x by 2 upon 1 plus tan square x by 2 plus 1 minus tan square x by 2 upon 1 plus tan square x by 2 plus 3 dx. So it will become 2x minus, we will solve the denominator part. So 1 plus tan square x by 2 dx on 4 tan x by 2 plus 1 minus tan square x by 2, and this will become, take the LCM, so it will become 3 plus 3 tan square x by 2, right? Now if we further solve, what I am getting? I am getting 2x minus 3 secant square x by 2 dx upon, I am getting 2 tan square x by 2 plus 4 tan x by 2 plus 4. We have the differential in the numerator. So let us take tan x by 2 as t secant square x by 2 into 1 by 2 dx is equal to dt. So secant square x by 2 dx is equal to 2 dt. So let us substitute in the second integrand now. So 2x minus 3. This will become 2 dt upon 2t square plus 4t plus 4, right? Basically how I am going to do? We can take out 2 common from here. So t square plus 2t plus 2, right? So now here I can write this as, I'll make a perfect square. So t square plus 2t, multiply the coefficient of t with 1 by 2. What you are getting? 1. Square it. So I am getting 1. So plus 1 minus 1 and plus 2 I am copying as it is, right? So 2x minus 3 integration t upon t plus 1 whole square plus 1. So it is x square plus a square. So 1 upon a tan inverse x by a, right? Directly we'll apply the formula. 1 upon a tan inverse t plus 1 upon 1 plus c. Let us substitute the value of t. So what I am getting? 2x minus 3 tan inverse. The value of t is tan x by 2 plus 1 plus c. So this is the required answer. So the next topic is integration by parts. What does that mean? The product of two functions and you have to integrate them, and neither of them is the derivative of each other. So in that case, how we are going to integrate is done by integration by parts. So look here, we write here u as it is, integration of v dx minus integration d upon dx of u, integration v dx, and whatever comes out, it's all integration plus c. Is that clear? So let me just repeat it again. So u will be copied as it is, integration of v, right, minus. Now u, since we have written as it is, in this it will be the differential of u. Again the same thing we will copy, and whatever wholes come out has to be integrated again. Now the question arises, which function can be u? Function will be v. Say for example I have x sine x, right? It does not mean the whichever function is written first will be u or the function which is written second will be v. It can be the case like this also. Not necessarily x will be the first function, log x will be the second function, right? So how to choose which will be u and which will be v, that we will learn with the help of ILATE. Whatever comes in this word will be taken as u and the next term will be v. So what does I stand for? It stands for inverse function. What do you mean by inverse function? Sine inverse x, cos inverse x, and so on. Okay. L is our logarithm, log x square, and so on. Okay. A stands for algebraic, x square, x cube, 2, and so on. T stands for trigonometric, sin x, cos x, and so on. Please don't get confused in inverse and trigonometric. Generally students get confused, they take sin inverse x also in trigonometry. No, inverse means it will come here, sin x and cos x will come under trigonometry, and E is exponential, e to the power x. So according to this we will judge what is our u, what is our v. So pay attention here, this is algebraic. See, algebraic comes first and next comes the trigonometric. So this will be u, this will be v, correct? Now if we check over here, logarithm comes first. So logarithm will be u and x will be v. Is that clear? Now we will check some examples. So let us check this example, x secant square x dx. Pay attention here, so we'll write here ILATE, and first comes the algebraic, so this will be u, and second is my trigonometric, so this will be v, right? So what is uv rule? It is u integration of v dx minus integration differential of u integration of v dx and whole integration plus c. Now let us apply this over here. So basically u means x will be copied as it is, secant square x dx minus differential of x integration of secant square x dx and whole integration, right, plus c. Integration of secant square x is 10x. Already we know that, minus differential of x is 1. This will be 10x dx plus c. What is the integration of tan x? It is log secant x plus c. So let us check this question now. X tan inverse x dx. So ILATE rule, right? Inverse come first. So this will become my u. Algebraic is next. So this will become v. Now let us check how we are going to write. So it will be equal to, u will be written as it is, integration of v dx minus differential of u. So what is u? Tan inverse x in this case, right? Integration of v dx and whole dx plus c, right? Now tan inverse x will be written as it is, and what is the integration of x? It will be x square by 2 minus, what is the differential of tan inverse x? 1 upon 1 plus x square, integration of x square by 2 dx plus c. So now 1 by 2 we can write outside, and this is x square upon 1 plus x square. Now students, you know that whenever the degree of the numerator and the denominator is same, what we do? We divide it. Or here in this case you can write plus 1 minus 1 dx plus c. So if we separate the integrals, what we are getting? Now let us integrate it. So what we are getting? X square by 2 tan inverse x minus 1 by 2 x minus tan inverse x plus c. So this is the required answer for my integral. I have here log x whole square. We don't have direct integration for log x. So right. So how we are going to write? I will write here 1 into. This will become u and this will become v. So now we'll use the rule as it is. Integration of 1 minus differential of u integration of v whole dx plus c, right? So what it will become? Integration of 1 will be x. So I can write it as x log x whole square minus differential of this. So we'll use the chain rule. So 2 log x into 1 by x into x dx plus c, right? So look here, 2 we can keep outside. Now pay attention here, I have again here integration of log x, so I cannot directly integrate log x. So what I will write? 1 into, okay? And again the same process what we have done here. So in this case I have to apply UV rule twice. So how you are going to write? Log x integration of dx minus differential of log x integration of dx whole dx plus c. Integration of 1 is x minus 1 upon x into x dx plus c. I am getting here minus 2 x log x minus integration of 1 dx will be x plus c. So this is the required answer. So now let us take this question. So sin 2x tan inverse sin x dx. So what I will do, I'll write the formula of sin 2x in this case. So it will become 2 sin x cos x tan inverse x tan inverse sin x dx. Now if we look closely, see sin x differential is cos x, right? So how I can rewrite this integrand as, let sin x is equal to t cos x dx is equal to dt, right? So I can write this as 2t tan inverse t dt, right? 2 outside, t tan inverse t dt. Now we can use our UV rule. So what it will be? Inverse u algebraic. So tan inverse t integration of t dt minus differential of tan inverse t integration of t dt whole integration plus c. This will become t square by 2 minus, what is the differential of tan inverse x? 1 upon 1 plus t square by 2 dt plus c. Now again numerator denominator degree is same. So again what we will do, we'll divide 1 by 2 outside. You will be left with 1 minus 1 upon 1 plus t square dt plus c. So let us integrate now. So basically what we'll get, t minus tan inverse t plus c. Let us substitute the value of t. What is the value of t? It is sin x. Okay, we can take out 2 common. So it will become sin square x tan inverse sin x, right? Minus sin x minus minus plus tan inverse sin x plus c. Is that clear? So now let us check the integrals of the form this kind, ex bracket fx plus f dash x dx. How we are going to solve these type of integrals? So generally these type of question comes in your competitive exam. So pay attention here. We will separate the integrals. According to Euler rule, exponential will be your v and this will be your u, right? So look here. Here also it will be v and this will be your u. We will solve first this integrand. Okay. So what we are going to do, we'll write fx as it is. Integration of ex dx minus differential of fx and integration of ex dx whole integration plus write the second integrand which contains f dash x as it is plus c. Now pay attention here, what I am getting here, fx integration of e raised to the power x is e raised to the power x minus integrand f dash x, because I am differentiating it, so f dash x ex dx plus ex f dash x dx plus c. So I can cancel out this and this, right? So what is my required answer? E raised to the power x fx plus c. So if with the exponential you have two functions in which one is the derivative of the other, directly the integration will be e to the power x fx plus c. Let us check out one or two questions. So let us take this example, e raised to the power x, and in the bracket I have cot x and minus cosec square x. Now we know that the differential of cot x is minus cosec square x, right? So we are going to utilize this thing, e fx plus f dash x integral form. So let us separate it, okay? And we are going to solve only this integrand. We will not touch this integrand because anyways we know it is going to cancel. So write cot x as it is, integration of ex dx minus differential of cot x integration of ex dx minus ex cosec square x dx. right? So look here, cot x ex minus, this is minus cosec square x, and this will be ex dx minus ex cosec square x dx. Now pay attention here, minus minus will become plus. Gets cancelled. So my required answer is ex cot x plus c. So what we observed here, that always the answer is ex fx plus c. F dash x part gets cancelled. So we can directly also write this answer. Let us take one more question. So now look here, we have this question. So what we are going to do, we will separate the terms. Students, remember this. If with exponential you have algebraic term x square x cube, you directly use the ILA tool. But if with exponential you have some weird looking term, please try to check if it contains the category of fx and f dash x. 1 plus cos x we can write from cos 2 theta formula, 2 cos square x by 2 plus I am getting here secant square x by 2 upon 2 plus 10x by 2 dx. And I know the differential of 10x by 2 is secant square x by 2 into 1 by 2, right? So what should be the solution in that case? Look here, ex fx plus f dash x dx is always equal to ex fx plus c. So what you are going to do, you will write here fx is 10x by 2, f dash x is secant square x by 2 into 1 by 2. So my solution to this integrand should be ex 10x by 2 plus c. So we can write here, this is the required answer. Okay. So what I am going to do in this case, I am going to convert my numerator in terms of the denominator, right? So look here, okay. So what I am getting here, 1 upon 1 minus x whole square plus 1 minus x upon 1 minus x whole square e to the power x dx, right? So 1 upon 1 minus x square plus 1 upon 1 minus x e to the power x dx. So now let us check, if I take this as fx, what will be my f dash x? So this can be written as, right? Now minus 1 minus x to the power minus 2 into minus 1, because the coefficient of x is minus 1, right? So what I am getting here, plus 1 minus x to the power minus 2, or I can write it this as 1 upon 1 minus x whole square. So this is my fx and this is my f dash x, okay? So in that case, integration 1 upon 1 minus x whole square plus 1 upon 1 minus x e to the power x dx equals to 1 upon 1 minus x e to the power x plus c. So this is my required integral of this. Is that clear? So now next category is e to the power ax sin bx dx or e to the power ax cos bx dx. Now students, in these both integrands, none of the term is going to vanish, right? Say for example, with ex, if I have x square, it will vanish after 2 differentials, but none of the term is going to finish off or vanish. So in that case, we cannot use directly the ILATE formula, right? So whenever with exponential you have sin x or cos x, how we are going to solve? We will take this as first function and this as second function, okay? This as u and this part as v, right? Now let us check how we are going to solve. So let us write this integral as I is equal to e to the power ax sin bx dx. So I am taking this as u and this as v, right? So u will be written as it is, integration sin bx dx minus differential of u, integration of sin bx dx whole integration. So it will become eax, integral of sin is minus cos bx by b, right? Minus differential of e to the power x, right? A into e to the power x, and this I have already written here. What I can do, I can take out the constant part outside. Minus minus will become plus a by b e to the power ax cos bx dx. Now again we will use the same rule. So what I am going to write, eax as it is, integration of cos bx dx minus differential of eax, integration of cos bx dx, and whole integration plus c, right? Integration of cos bx will be sin bx by b minus a into eax into sin bx by b dx plus c. Now, if we observe this part and this part, it is same, right? So I can replace this part as I, okay? So I am taking a by b inside. So what I am left with, a upon b square eax sin bx minus a square upon b square, right? Because from here also it will come, and this becomes my integrand eax sin bx, right? Now I will bring I together. So now bring I to the left hand side, and from these two I can take out eax upon b square common. So here it will become minus b cos bx plus a sin bx. Okay, take the LCM, solve it this part. Cancel this part. So I is equal to eax upon b square plus a square a sin bx minus b cos bx plus c, and the formula for that will become as, please take the symmetry, e to the power ax will be written as it is, and a square plus b square, then a cos bx. Look here it was sin bx, so a sin bx, so here a cos bx, and the integral is written here, so plus b sin bx plus c over. We can apply to any question. Say for example you have been given and you have to find the integrand. If you know the formula directly, you can write e to the power 3x upon 3 square plus 5 square. It will become 3 cos 5x plus 5 sin 5x plus c. Directly you can write the answer if you know how to do it. Okay. So let us take this example now. X square e raised to the power x cube cos x cube dx. So we very well know that x cube differential is 3x square. So we will let x cube is equal to t, 3x square dx is equal to dt. X square dx is equal to dt by 3. Let us substitute here. So 1 by 3 e t cos t dt. Now students, if the question has come for the competition and you have been given options, you can directly use the formula. Had it been with the case it has come in your board exam for a higher weightage, say for example 3 or 4 marks, what you have to do, you have to solve it properly the way I have solved it, right? So what I am going to do, I will let this as I. So I is equal to, and same way this will become your first function and this will become your second function. So you will write minus differential of e to the power t cos t integration dt whole dt, e की power t sin t minus t sin t whole integration dt plus c. Again we will use the same rule. Right now, see, this is my I, so I can replace this by I. I can take out e power t common from here, minus I, so it will become 2i is equal to e to the power t sin t plus cos t. Okay, I is equal to e raised to the power t by 2 sin t plus cos t. Okay, let us place this here, right? So what will be the required integral of this? It will be 1 by 3 e t by 2 sin t plus cos t. Substitute the value of t. So what it will become? The value of t is x cube, 1 by 6 e x cube bracket sin x cube plus cos x cube plus c. So this is the required integral of this question. Is it clear? Today we learned. So that's all for the topic today. Stay tuned.